Alright guys, we are out here in 106. This is the case that he's working on for a detective, helping a detective out in Santa Ana. Anyway, we're on the opposite side of the street, and I started smelling something real bad. I said, hey, you smell that? He said, yeah, it's poop. I said, there's no way that's poop. So we ran across the street over here, and when you look down here, it looks like we have an animal or something right there and another one over there. They look pretty torn up. Somebody just threw them out there, huh? Let's check it out. Yeah, we got, hey, dude, that's jacked up, bro. They tied, they killed these guys on purpose. They tied rope on them. Look at this. Wow. That is jacked up, man. Here is more bones. There's a bunch of bones down here. So we have three little sheep or billy goats, and all of them have that the same knot that's tied on that one. They all have the same knots tied on over here. All right, guys. So here is the food. This isn't no AM PM hot dogs like the last video. Oh, there it is. Here, you might need this receipt. But yeah, guys, this is tri-tip, cowboy beans, macaroni, salad, and this sauce right here that comes with it is dynamite. The best, man. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out stopping by Charlie Brown's. Come inside and get a drink. You guys get something to eat, and I guarantee it, you will fall in love with this place. Hey guys, what is going on? AV Watchmen, and you guys are tuned in to AV United We Stand. So today is May the 27th, and this is going to be a continued video from yesterday. We are going to go to the wash, and that's the spot where Matt got stuck in the truck. This time we're taking a cadaver dog out there to see if the dog is going to alert. All right, guys, so we're not sure what it is yet, but we got a hit on something out here in California City, middle of the desert. So now what he's gonna do is he's gonna get the dog off. If his dog goes to the same location that we found, then it could be something worth looking into. Man, I'm telling you guys, man, I did not know that there was something like this out there. This is crazy. This is crazy, man. This is really crazy. It's like, let's get the dog out, and then you guys will see for yourself. All right, guys, so he is out. Here he comes. He's already catching a scent, huh? Let's see if he... There's the spot about right here, too, guys. Wow! The same spot. That's twice now. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah, right. Okay, so this is a mine up here. Copper mine, okay.
push dirt in it. And in fact, you want to stand up there and I'll just search them. You can have them come down. And
okay. What is that talking? You heard that?
Might have been the dog.
All right, guys, so I didn't even know there was a mine shaft or a mine up here at all. So I guess this was one of them, and now it's all filled in, I guess, from what he was explaining right now. But they actually came out here before him and Dr. Voss, and that thing that Dr. Voss created, it got hits. They got positive hits over here that there are people buried throughout here. So he's gonna get the dog.
You ready? Let's go find.
That is a cadaver dog, people.
Okay, let's check over here. Let's go check. Let's check in here.
Is it okay in there for him?
That's a really good alert. So we've previously been here many years ago, and with subsequently brought Dr. Bass here, and there's one Caucasian person here. So the other mine shaft here, it's about 50 meters away, 60 meters. There's more than one, and he can't count when there's 2 people or 3 people or 5, we don't know. But it's at least 2 on this other one, so we'll go up and check that one.
Okay.
Right, goodbye.
What's up, buddy?
He won't get close to it.
It's right here, huh?
We've done other mine shafts. He gets it, he won't even get it. He's afraid to fall in.
Right.
I mean, it's just innate in their character.
Right.
So let's go look at this other one. Wait.
I like this guy. All right. It is snake season, guys, so gotta be very watchful out here. Okay, so here was the other one. Here's the other mine shaft here. Right.
Because the wind's just blowing the decon. Okay, go check up here. That's a full alert.
Full alert, huh?
And he gets his toy.
Yeah, guys, so when he lays down, that's a full alert, guys. And then he'll get his toy.
But the old fella, he lived out here in his cabin that he built, and then just did mining.
Wow.
And I'm sure there's some people from AV here that probably knows a lot more about the history of this site and everything, but there are definitely people in there.
Wow.
So what we can do is maybe try to get a couple soil samples.
Okay.
I don't know how successful we will be. Well, I think a lot of people are probably wondering, well, how can the dog smell someone 50 feet deep? And the answer to that is they're smelling it at the surface. So anytime you have low barometric pressure, like a storm coming in, it sucks all those chemicals to the surface, and that's why he has no problem making the detection.
Okay. So we're just gonna grab some samples?
Yeah, we'll try to get a sample from each. what we really need to do here is put in a vapor well, which is we just drill a hole with an auger and we put a little tiny tube. This is identical technology to what they would environmental scientists would use to see if there's a leaky gasoline tank, you know, under the fuel gas station or something like that. Same thing, just different chemicals.
Okay.
Identical. So we set that up. We drill down as best we can, you know, and this is through the stuff, and then we put a little tiny filter and some sand, and then we put on top of that we put bentonite, which is clay, and you put water in that, and seals up the top. So then you're not bringing in, and then you have a canister called a Suma canister that's evacuated, and that will suck all the chemicals out. But because you seal the top, it's going to not get the air from the outside, and only get air coming in from the sides of the wall of the hole. So you just, you know, put enough bentonite just to the top. It's all the way up to the top, and then it's wet the top a little bit so it expands and it seals it, and then you get a really, really good result.
Okay. Okay.
Almost like 4.5 years ago.
So, we got to talk about the elephant in the room. We have to. If we find, okay, like you said, there's people here.
Yeah.
We contact, you bring the proof, the samples have been checked, and it's been, you know, proven by Dr. Vass, whoever else, right?
Yeah.
And then we go to the sheriff's department with it.
Well, one thing, it would cost some money, you know, and you probably need you know, I'm sure they have them around here, guys from Mojave Underground that could really, you know, I don't feel I have the expertise that they do. So either Underground Explorers or Mojave Underground, bring them out here and they'd be able to tell you what can and can't be done.
Okay. All right, guys, so I understand how it works now. So once Paul gets the samples, right, of the dirt, then we send it out to some laboratory out there by like Santa Barbara or Santa Maria. It goes out there and they check the dirt, and then they give us a printout, some long printout that has a bunch of numbers on it that I, for one, I'm not going to know how to read that. But that's where Dr. Vass comes in. Once we get that printout, then we email it to him or we fax it over to him, and then he will break down that whole thing. Everything that's in that packet, he will break it down, and we will know for a fact, 100%, if we are right on the marker, and whoever we're looking for, if it is that person. So, yep. Alright, guys, so we are back over here at the wash again. We actually had a car follow us.
Clear so far.
We had a car follow us halfway in here, so the only thing is they didn't make a right-hand turn. Did you notice if that car made a right turn into that long driveway to that house I was telling you about?
No, I was making the corner there, so.
Oh, okay. I'll be done.
Your jobs.
I just had taken just a little stick from what looked like blood to me and put it in a bottle of water, and it turned it dark red quick.
Huh.
I mean, more than a little stick should have had anything on it like that.
Huh.
And then when I opened the cat to my dogs, they started coming towards me. And I'm like, no, 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 you know.
Wow.
And so then I alerted the detective and her to.
So are we going to go over there? Or
And
no?
that was right over there
No.
by those trees.
How far is it?
It's down this
It's just
road.
right here.
You go all the way down and you make a left.
You have to be in a four-wheel drive though.
It's on the dirt road?
Yeah, on the road. You go, there's another road you take down.
The paved road that's way out there?
No.
Longview? Oh.
No. It's like this. You go all the way down and then you make a left.
It's about down a mile, not even a mile, probably 3/4 of a mile maybe to the left.
All right.
Well, when we go down there, at least as far as we can with your rig,
Okay.
and we'll see what we can do.
Alrighty.
And then you turn left.
We had the police come out here. They didn't get here till nighttime. They
got stuck.
We had flashlights, but it was nighttime. They couldn't really see a whole lot.
Alright guys, so I guess there's a burnt up trailer out here. Right here? Alright. I guess there's a burnt up trailer out here. As you guys can see, there's a lot of these greenhouses popping up everywhere. This thing is full of weed right here, guys. Another one right over there. There's this one here. So we're looking for a burnt up trailer. Now I count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these greenhouses out here. Grow houses, whatever you want to call it. It's a bunch of them. Which way? Let me get to some softer, harder sand real quick. All right.
And I just swear, I mean, my daughter just got out of jail, and there's jail shoes that go in it, and they're the same size as my daughter.
What, like the little jet flaps?
Those ones that you want in jail?
The little slippers? Man, look how messy it is out here.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's a van. They can through there.
Yeah.
They pull it up. I said that. This is all the toilets.
Are you?
It was like perfectly burnt right here. You can see the whole trailer.
Yeah.
But everything's been moved.
It's all torn up now.
Right here, babe, look. We didn't have nothing to dig. Right here somewhere. Right here.
They're sick with it.
See? We didn't have nothing to dig or anything. It looks like somebody did.
Looks like somebody dead.
They digged.
Oh, digged? Oh, yeah.
Square, you know, just
Like all
They
this
did
stuff
dig
down.
right here.
See, we thought that was my daughter's trailer. See how it's white? And she had a brown shelf like that inside. But the cops said no, but I doubt it.
the cops came out here at nighttime though. They never came back.
That's-
I don't believe.
How? Didn't she paint it? She painted it, right?
Yeah, she
No,
painted it white.
It was white.
See?
This
And
is
see-
painted white.
See, look at there's a door of the trailer.
It was already white.
You could see, if you look at it real good, you could see that. Because it was, when we came, it was freshly made.
Yeah, it was right here.
That's
Right
what
there?
we wanted to dig.
Hey, this isn't her trailer?
We don't know.
We don't know for sure. I mean, it's in pieces. I don't know. But see how the brown shelving is? When you first go into her trailer, that was all right there. She had brown stuff like that right when you were first walk in.
Because somebody said
We tried to move that, a bunch of us, but we couldn't. Because it looks like there's a hole under here.
It's all that one spot right there. I mean, see, check down this way.
So the outside was painted with like white house
it
paint.
was white when she got it.
Yeah.
No.
There's-
right
this
when
is-
she got the trailer. It was
It was white when she got it, but then they're saying that she repainted it.
no, not
So she didn't repaint it?
not like that. No.
Oh, okay.
She might have covered up a couple spots on it, but
Like
no.
little spots like that.
Yeah, maybe something like that. But,
So the only
paint the
thing
whole trailer.
I'm pinging on is that hole. There's nothing else out
but
there.
that hole though.
That hole that's right there.
That's the only place I'm pinging. I got it from way down
We
there.
were
by the car.
trying to figure out
If somebody
how would my daughter
was digging right there, right?
Well,
And then they
well,
try to
if you
cover
look
whatever they
here,
buried.
If you look at the digging,
Mhm.
They might have just gone, this is not a good idea. They probably, well, we'll see. Let's just see what the dog says.
Door knob because you couldn't lock it. Her trailer. You couldn't lock the
Yeah,
trailer.
her trailer was
Yeah, but you
locked.
said a little black thing around
She
it.
would have done. She went in there and she restored everything inside than what it was. I think this is something she would do, trying to put a lock on it so that she could lock people out of her trailer. You know,
Because those are not normal locks.
those aren't trailer locks.
Because the door was over there, and you go in, and her bed's way over here at this corner.
And just all these size shoes.
Who put these shoes like this? They were like this.
I don't know.
What did I do?
Did she wear stuff like that?
Yeah, she was a very little girl, 4'10", very tiny feet.
What size was her foot?
Probably what, a 5? Maybe probably a girl's 5.
These are LA County,
That shoe right here.
LA County jail shoes right here.
I left that shoe right there. And it's not there no more.
It's LA County. It's an LA County jail shoe right here.
Yeah, that's it. I left it on top of that couch, but
This is a small foot too. Is this about the
I know.
size of her foot?
that's the size of my daughter's foot.
She was at least a 5 at the
I need to see what it says in here. There's a size in there somewhere.
biggest she was a 5. She could have even been
Look,
4.
check to see if you can see a size on
We
that.
tried. We can't see nothing in there.
The size, a small size they have is that size.
Let's see what Bosco does. If he gets a hit over here. We're thinking that this is Gloria's trailer. There's a phone. There's a phone.
Yeah, but that wasn't there before. A lot of stuff is. So fine.
Let's go, come.
Oh, look at the corner. Look.
Hot there. Okay, come on, let's go find it.
Oh, he's right there.
Come here.
He's laying in there.
He laid down in there.
Yeah,
Negative.
he
He's
laid
just
down.
trying to get out of the sun because it's hot. But it's not. Okay. Come on, let's go. This is negative. Oh,
That's a positive.
okay. Yeah, so maybe we're getting a sample. See what we get.
Why is he going back to that spot?
He's trying to get in the shade. It's overheating.
He did that at the other places we went to.
Yeah. He's just
He'll
overheating.
go hide in the bush.
Big black dog in the sun. Come on, Bosco. Let's go get in the car.
But that was a positive when he laid down right there. Boop.
Very weak. Since we do, it's a really weak one. Is that they were going to bury her, and then this is just a theory, of course. And then
And they
they go,
moved her.
this ain't a good idea.
Remember the day?
When he was hauling ass. That the guy that's involved with this, we were out here one day on a live feed, and Matt got stuck, and this guy in a truck came hauling ass right past us. He came right out this way. He could have came out here and undug her.
Yeah, I don't. Well, there's.
Or there's that possibility.
Yeah, I think they put her in here.
But she's
Yeah,
small.
but she was probably.
She
I
wouldn't,
mean, it's a theory.
she wouldn't take this whole space up though. She's small. My daughter's
Yeah,
small.
but there's.
All right, guys, I'm sure you heard what her mom just said right now. But she's small. She's not going to take up that whole space. Before, people start saying stuff about her comment, I know you guys are not going to say anything rude because she said that, but there are a handful of people that, like to follow us around and say little nasty, mean, evil remarks to victims. No criminal is going to take the time to to measure a body of the height and the width and how much they weigh, and dig a perfect hole for that way her body could fit inside of a hole perfectly. It's not going to work like that. This is just her mom in denial. You know, you got to imagine what she's going through right now, to be out in the middle of the desert and looking for your baby in a hole, in a like a junk site cemetery type thing. You know, so her mom is really grieving, and she's hurt over this whole situation, guys. So yeah, I just wanted to step in here and say something before you know, other people try to put in their 2 cents and make it seem a certain type of way.
It's so easy to dig here. So
But since the dog laid there, do you think it's there?
no, I think that, you know, they might have probably wrapped her up in something, and
Well,
then that's what,
supposedly,
and
yeah,
they
she
put, they
is.
were going to bury her here, and then they go, you know, all I can say, it was very, very weak.
Supposedly that they wrapped her up because a psychic had told me that they wrapped her up in a blanket and they buried her.
And psychics are
And that they didn't bury her that far down. That if you dig, you'll find her.
it's undisturbed soil past here. There's just not enough dirt. So we'll see if we can get something. It's a long shot, but see, this is undisturbed.
Too soft.
Yeah.
You dig, you'll find her. You don't have to dig that far.
Yeah. Well,
But what about right there? Maybe they got the dirt and threw it there.
well, this is the dirt from this hole. That's it.
I know, but what I'm saying is maybe they digged right here and then they had to use some of the dirt.
Trust me, if the dog would have just been alerting all over this place. He barely alerted here. So I think they put her here. Then they go, this is not a good idea to bury her here, where where the thing burnt down. They might find it, so they went somewhere else.
We called them at 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
What about these teddy bears? Nobody recognize these?
No, I asked her son, but no. And we couldn't get it up. Remember, we're trying?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is where the restroom goes.
Yeah.
But why would it be over here when the trailer's over there?
They have more than one trailer here.
Yeah, there used to be a whole bunch of trailers.
And as you can see, they abandoned a van.
So if this was
All right, guys, so we seem to think that this is Gloria's trailer out here in the middle of nowhere, just dumped. All right, so the girl we're looking for right now, it's a case out of Santa Ana.
Not 11 Catship, you know him?
I said the girl that we're looking for right now, it's a case out of Santa Ana.
Yes, I believe it's a case out of Santa Ana. Larry went up here with us, and then we figured some stuff out. So, I pretty much know where it is now, because it's so darn hot, I gotta get Bosco up there quickly.
Okay, so once we get up here to Barrel Springs, I'll just pull over and then I'll follow you in, huh?
Yeah. Well, it'd be, we'll get on Barrel, is that Barrel Springs Road here coming up on?
I think so. I'll find out right now.
Okay.
Nope. Okay, so this is going to be Fort Tejon. Which way should we go? If we go left, it's going to take us all the way to the back to that area from Monique.
Yeah, Barrel Springs is down to the right from here.
Alright, so we'll go right. Alright, and you know what? I think I think that house that belongs to that deputy is here on this highway as well.
Yes, that must be a different deputy, as the other one's down there at the corner, down by the canal. He's actually right up against it. one that's in with Hinkle and all those guys.
I'll show you. I might have it mixed up, but I'll show you if we come up close to it. I'll show you right here.
Yeah, I know his house. There's a big red container there.
Yeah.
Like this one there on the left, and then there's a road here that goes to the canal. Yeah. And I think this one here with the water tank is the deputy on the right.
That's correct. This is it right here on the right-hand side. Underneath that. Yep.
So, the body's up here. I remember there was a white piece of pipe up here. So, we'll have to go pin it down. Maybe more than one, too. I don't know that. No alerts there, but I don't think there's anyone there. We'll have to have Dr. Bass use his frequency device because there's human decomp all over the place down here. It's coming out of here, and it goes across, and it'll settle by like that big pipe there.
Right.
It's settled there. We got good alerts there back then, like 6 years ago.
Okay.
So, we'll sorry now, he looked right up.
So Dennis Kaufman, he electrocuted himself?
Yeah, his hobby was throwing these wires, cables over high tension wires, and so he did it wrong once, and he burned himself up, and he was in the hospital for 3 days. It took him 3 days to die, which was probably pretty, suiting, considering the fact that he probably killed, 4 or more women.
And this is the 10 girl one?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's his other house on 116th over there. And there's one behind his house there, and then that is very close to where the girl was thrown headfirst down the hill, or down the well.
Wow.
So, and that was Jeff Sherry was there, and then we have that recording that you'll soon have.
What's up? What's up, buddy? Hi, buddy. All right, boss. You guys think he likes me? So his old dog passed away. He had another dog named Buster, and Buster ended up passing away, guys. If you guys don't know the story, I'll let him tell it to you real quick. But he ended up finding 47 Marines, right? Him and Buster ended up finding 47 Marines. Here, let me get out of the wind, guys. That way he can tell you the story real quick. Come say hi to the camera, buddy. Hi, Bosco. Hey, guys, say hi to Bosco, guys. Bosco. All right. Hey, guys, check it out. On that last video I posted, I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to get a dog. Now, the dogs that I was told that's for like the best for this type of work here, Labradors. That's exactly what Paul told me, and I had a couple other guys that train dogs tell me the same thing. Get the Labrador. They're super friendly. They're super dedicated, and they will, and they'll look and they'll find. They'll be really freaking 100% with everything they do, right? So guess what, guys? Somebody contacted me and told me they have 2 puppies, all black, just like this guy, but they're mixed with Bull Mastiff and Labrador. Beautiful dogs. I asked for one, so we're gonna see how we're gonna work that out. They said they'll give it to me, and he's 7 months old right now. I actually have a name for him already. I'm not going to say it out loud yet, but as soon as we get him, you guys are going to know. And Paul's going to help me train him. He said, I'm going to teach you how to train him. And he's going to teach me exactly how to train this dog. We're going to get out here and make it happen, guys.
distance away from his house.
And that's the Tin Girl.
That's Tin Girl.
You guys can actually look that one up online on Google, Tin Girl. And there's a story behind that one. The reason why they gave her that name, Tin Girl, is because she was real pretty, right?
Yeah, they kidnapped her from San Bernardino and took her there, raped and murdered her. But according to the informant, and this was developed by Captain Mike Bauer, that when they went to bury her, she had such a pretty face, they put a piece of tin on her and then buried her.
Jeez.
Nice guys.
Wow, that's crazy.
And we know who all these people are. One of them is still alive.
Out and free.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And when you get that recording from Captain Bauer, you'll scratch your head, because the witness that's recorded, who was there when they threw the girl down the well, head first, irrigation well, it was essentially a dying declaration, because she was passing away from cancer, and went and told what happened there, and no one's even ever interviewed him, so to our knowledge.
And law enforcement knows about that.
Oh yeah, they're the ones that did the recording.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's names on there and everything, huh?
Yep.
And they didn't do nothing about it.
Nothing to know of. He's still free. And you had an eyewitness watch him throw a woman head first down an irrigation well.
Jesus.
Find on our next trip.
Yeah, guys, so I'll be seeing a lot more of Mr. Dotsy. And today's the second day we went out together. There's also another story. It's his story from a while back ago. I wanted to get that and close it out here on this video. That way you guys get to know Mr. Paul here. And we'll go out here by the truck, get out of the wind. That way you guys could hear him clearly. What he discovered. How long ago was that?
What's that?
The story we're about to tell.
2015.
In 2015, guys. So after this story, the video is going to close out, and then I'll be doing some more uploads here. We're going to get these samples sent out to San Luis Obispo, right?
Yeah,
To the lab. We'll get them sent out, and then, like I said earlier, as soon as we get the results, then those get mailed to Dr. Voss, and then Dr. Voss basically breaks down everything that's in those results. Okay, guys, so now that we're right here, it's blocking the wind. The floor is yours.
Okay, so after I retired in 2009, I had my canine Buster, who was also an avalanche dog, and there is a video on YouTube. I think it's Buster Avalanche Dog or something like that. It was by Patrick Keeley at NBC in Los Angeles. Anyhow, I began working with a group called History Flight that finds missing Americans from the Second World War. So we have a tremendous amount of experience, probably more than anybody else. And so I've been to Europe 4 times, worked France, Germany, Belgium, and the Netherlands, and then Tarawa 3 times, which is a little island we invaded in 1942 in November. And I mean, a massive slaughter of Marines and Japanese soldiers. So there was about close to 500 missing Marines on this little 285-acre island, because right after the Marine assault troops left, the Seabees came in and leveled the thing and knocked over all the grave markers. So I asked Mark Noah if I could do a little investigation on one site, a little bit more complicated, but it resulted, when I went back in 2015, with Buster alerting on what turned out to be a trench burial. And there were 35 U.S. Marines in there, including Lieutenant Bonnyman, who was a missing Medal of Honor recipient. And we used the ground penetrating radar after the dog, and then about 25 meters away, he alerted next to a building, And I wasn't there. It took them 3.5 months. My job was about 5 minutes. You know, the hard work was by the anthropologists and archaeologists being out there getting dengue fever from the mosquitoes and stuff.
Wow.
So anyhow, so like I say, my stuff was 5 minutes long. And so anyhow, they subsequently found a Marine where Buster alerted. No radar, no nothing. Just, hey, he alerted there, maybe something here. And they found a Marine, found another Marine, found another Marine. And then, you know, the owner of the building said, you know, you're tunneling under our building. So we, Mark Noah, the President History Fright, brought in a engineer from Australia to prop up the building and ended up getting another 12 Marines there.
Wow.
And so we've had some really, you know, Ardennes, where the Battle of Bulge took place, is almost impossible. There's so much blood still there, and that stays in the ground for who knows how long. But each, we've been had more luck with airplanes that were shot down, a B-26 and a P-47D. But we did get to go to a place, for those of you who know your World War II history, where a plane from Black Thursday crashed, a B-17. And there were some parts left, which was pretty cool. Most of it had been taken out. And, you know, the dogs alerted multiple, like me and my partner, who's an FBI agent, her dog alerted multiple locations there. But Black Thursday was the biggest loss of American bombers. That was prior to the P-51, so they couldn't be escorted into Germany.
Wow.
And so 20% losses, so 5 days and there's no more Air Force. And that's just the ones that got shot down, and then others were, they landed and could never be fixed again. So it was a pretty horrific battle. The Luftwaffe was, you know, incredibly powerful then, and we had no fighters that could protect them to go all the way into Germany. So anyhow, it was a very interesting location. And
Wow.
Another location in Europe, it was kind of funny because it was a B-24 that was shot down, and they had lined the bodies up, and Buster alerted there. And I think there was one missing they didn't find. He may have, you know, plane crash, something happened. And then Buster alerted down by these pins where some animals are, and they go, oh, those are from the 1700s. They're the people that used to own the place.
Wow.
And then he goes in, and so they said the farmer from the 70s, his wife went missing. So I'm searching around, and he goes inside a round pen, you know, like for horses, and he alerts in there, and they're going, uh-oh, I think you found his wife.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, apparently they didn't get along too well. So anyhow, you never know what you're going to find. I mean, in Europe, I mean, we did sites, and then, you know, I follow this chemical plume up like we do here. And then the archaeologists, you know, that are working with, oh, Paul, that's just a Middle Ages burial, you know. And then, you know, I start finding these things. I mean, there's a lot of history there in Europe. And then pretty soon it was, Paul's out there trying to find the Knights Templar.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
So anyhow, it's we have just a tremendous amount of experience, and you know, working around the world, and you know, we take that here to these homicide cases and missing person cases.
Right. Now, I know a lot of people are interested, and I know they're going to be interested in what's the next step. So once we got the dirt samples,
Mm-hmm.
and then we send it out to San Luis, right?
The laboratory.
The laboratory. And then once they send the results back, they're sending the results back, right?
Yes.
And then
They'll send the results to Dr. Bass, who would interpret those results.
Okay, so they'll send them directly to him.
Well,
and then
they'll send it to us, you here,
and then we send it to
and then
him.
we send it to Dr.
Okay.
Bass, and he's the world's leading expert on human decomposition. He has 4 peer-reviewed papers on that.
Okay. All right.
And then, you know, I mean, it's, you know, getting the authorities to do anything, you know, that's, you know, out of my,
Right.
you know, out of my purview. I mean, we can give them everything we have, and
Right.
so be it. You can dig on a private property. The law is that if you are digging on a location that you have permission to be there, and you find human remains, you must immediately stop and call the coroner.
Right. Right.
So that would be, you know. And obviously give them first right of refusal, but if they don't want to, then, you know, it's over.
Right. And so, for all you guys out there that, you know, was kind of curious, this is some of Paul's background, and on top of that, he was law enforcement for 30 years?
Yes.
30 years, guys.
Retired as a detective sergeant, so I've always been in investigations, narcotics task force, and then, you know, regular crimes.
Right.
And then obviously patrol time too.
Right. Yeah, well, that's fantastic, man. Thank you for being here for everyone.
Okay.
And guys, I trust this man. I really do with my life. I'm out here with him, and I see the work that he's doing, and there's a lot of work to be done, guys. There's a lot of people out here that need help, a lot of families that need help, a lot of people that need to be found, and it's just, now it's about making it happen.
And Captain Bauer's just been a tremendous asset on this. Him and I work very closely together out here, and he's come up with the majority of the information on where these people are. And then
that's Captain Mike Bauer.
Yeah, he was a LA Sheriff's captain. He ran the SCB team.
SCB, that's what it was. I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
Special Enforcement Bureau.
Okay.
So really a good guy, hard charger. He hasn't slowed up, a bit, and he's just a great, tremendous resource. So and a great investigator too.
Right. Yeah, and I was able to talk to Captain Mike Bauer with the phone, and yeah, he seems like a really good guy, man. He has a lot of solid information. There's a lot of stuff, guys, that I can't really put out over the video, but there's a lot involved with a lot of these cases.
I think that the teaser will be that you're going to get a recording from Captain Bauer that is simply stunning. It is stunning.
Wow.
And he's going to email that to Steve here, and probably make you cry.
That deep, huh?
Yep. Made me cry.
Wow. All right, guys. So we are out of here. You guys be expecting another upload in a couple days. I learned a lot within these couple days being out here with Paul, and thank you for helping me out here and being here. You guys will see a lot more of Paul as well, and you guys show him some love down in the comment section. And yeah, we're gonna end it on that note. See you guys soon.